Hey, this is Ranger with Spartan Survival and the Crazy Canuck. I'm here to talk to you about knives today. Not really big ones, because I know as soon as you hit this van, you're going to look for the biggest possible thing you can get. I'm talking about stuff you can carry every day. Now, I'm talking from Canada here, so please ignore, please exclude switchblades and push daggers from everything I'm about to say, because those ones are banned. Okay, now, you'll hear a lot of people say that the maximum length for a knife is 3 inches. Well, that's just frankly wrong. Because that one right there, this is the Cabela's catalog in Canada. That one, that's a folding knife right there, that's more than 3 inches. And some of these are 3 inches, more than 3 inches too. But I can prove to you really fast that that law is wrong. Does that prove it? Because it should. Anyway, so that means that that law must just apply to ones you carry. Well, it doesn't apply to ones you carry either, because there's machetes and all those hunting knives and stuff. So that means it must just apply to folding knives. But there's one law here that overrides all those. It says that anything you can justify carrying, you can carry legally. So anything. Anyway, onto some cool folding knives. Alright, so I double checked my research and I found out that there actually is no blade restriction in Canada, so it is anything you can justify except for switchblades, bush daggers, and butterfly knives. Another thing that I found kind of funny, this used to be my knife of choice. Pretty good blade, right? This is my new one. My new weapon of choice. Put them side by side. Yeah, I have no doubt that this is probably the most common thing out there for most of you. Swiss Army knives. Everyone's got one. Another thing almost everyone's got, one of these little toy knives. They're not good for much, but they make bigger versions that are pretty useful. And another one everyone has, or lots of people have, are the old couple blade folders. You'll never threaten anyone. These are great tools, but they don't look very threatening at all. So once you need a knife, they're kind of lacking. So I'd recommend a good fixed blade. I said fixed blades, I meant single blades. Single blades are great for working, but no single blade can compete with a good fixed blade. But you know, they can come close. Anyway, the one I always carry with me, like, all the time, is this one. That's, even though it's legal to carry this, people act like it's not. Oh, another thing, cops will make stuff up. What they actually do at the course is the person instructing the course takes out his knife and says, if it does not look like this, it's illegal. So unless only one type of knife is legal, that's just a bullshit law. So, anyway, well, this is legal. Like, it's right up there with looking weird. Even people who like knives will take a look at that and say, are you sure that's legal? That looks like a weapon. And but ones like this, nobody really questions, but they're not nearly as useful. But I figured out something a little while ago, and that's that. As soon as it's got a wooden handle on it, all anyone can say about it is how beautiful it is. And it does look pretty good. The other thing about this, it's got that nice shape to it, so you get a good slash with it. It's good for cutting stuff. Of course, wooden handle thing only works to an extent. So remember, knives with wooden handles always look less threatening than ones with synthetic handles. And sometimes the majority of people are stupid. You gotta work with that a bit. A lot of you will have seen stuff like these. These are auto assist opening. Open just about as fast as a switchblade. And anyone who has one will tell you that at some point somebody accused of being a switchblade. If you have one, here's what you do if somebody accuses you. Okay, this is actually spring assist. Switchblade is spring opened all the way. You cannot have a switchblade half open. Another good tool are these little multi-tools. They're great for doing a lot of stuff, but you have to carry them on a belt. So that's their one downside. Okay, I guess you don't have to carry them on a belt. They get pretty small. But the thing about them is, even though you have every tool, you're also compromising on every tool. So, something to keep in mind. But when you're actually buying a knife, check to see that that's solid. Like you can't bend the blade around, that the handles don't flex, because parts are only going to get looser. So make sure it's good when you buy it. Make sure it's also sharp when you buy it, because it might not be able to get sharp. Here's one that is loose. This is pretty tight when I bought it. I'm not sure if you can see. Let me see if I can. It's loose. It's like that when you buy it. Don't buy it. Yeah, remember, a knife salesman's job is to make knives look good, so you buy them. Same with companies. Their job is to make their products look good. And if you're looking at a knife in a store, and you can take a look at it and say, that doesn't look good, it's not because that's a defective one, it's because that's as good as everyone working together could make it look. So don't buy it. Alright, so when you buy a knife, make sure that you trust it, make sure the steel is good, make sure you trust the manufacturer, make sure there are no loose parts, because they're only going to get looser, and make sure you like it. And remember, no matter what anyone tells you, you can never have too many knives. Well, to an extent, I guess, but well, there's some of them. But yeah, you get my point. I think I have too many knives.